So pour a glass of craft beer, we can do this. Yeah.
So let's get into the story. So whoever wants to start first, like how did you get where you are? Like how did you? Yeah. Like passing it straight away. So how did you get into brewing, and how did you end up head brewer out here, man?
Yeah, I'll start. I got into brewing through home brewing,
Of course.
so I think I was even like before I was 21, but it was kind of But
You weren't drinking it though.
no, of
just
course.
making.
I was like giving it to
passing
my
to your-
older friends.
Absolutely.
You know, for
Mom and dad,
yeah, to help out with homework and stuff.
Yeah,
you know?
that's how you chose.
Yeah.
Even make the beer, okay.
But yeah, just a couple of my buddies started homebrewing, and then I did, and I kind of have this like obsessive personality, and I just really got into it, and I also really like drinking, like, you know, and
kind of worked out.
yeah, so I really fell into it heavily. That was kind of when I was in college, and then you know, I got like a regular job, and I was doing that for 4 years, but then I was still just like homebrewing constantly every weekend, and kind of just looked at my boss and realized like I didn't want his job, and I looked at my boss's boss and I was like, I really don't want his job either. So I decided to leave, and I started kind of like interning at a bunch of places. I'm from Atlanta, so I was, yeah. Peace up, A-Town down, where the players play. We blast Ludacris in here a lot. And then I kind of realized if I really wanted to take this seriously and kind of get my foot in the door somewhere like that I really respected, and I'd go to school. So I went up to Siebel in Chicago and did like a 6-week advanced brewing course there.
Nice.
And then while I was out there, got a job at Firestone. And I was like, thank God, this is amazing. So
And that moved you down to the Paso.
yeah, that moved me out to Paso. I literally just had 4 bags on a plane and flew out there and started staying in a room with someone. Then my girlfriend moved out a couple months later, and I was up there for 2 years.
Nice.
Just like worked my ass off up there.
That was your first proper brewing job.
First proper brewing job.
That's a good start, eh?
Yeah, they built this place, and the head brewer left to go take a sales job selling malt, and they asked the people they were comfortable with to run this place who wanted to go down there, and
Nice.
I was like,
Hell yeah.
I was like, dude, let's do it. And you know,
You looking
so-
for a change, I guess? Was it like a nice switch up from like coming down to LA from a smaller town?
The biggest thing for me was just getting able to do my own stuff down here. So
Right.
having like a little bit of say in like the type of beer that we get to make, and kind of, you know, really like seeing the whole process at once. You know, like when you're doing up in the production facility, you know, it's kind of like being like a line cook,
Right.
in terms of, you know, you kind of get your ticket. You're like, all right,
Right.
like 3 pivos, 3 out of 5s, like 3 each jacks, and you're just like, you know, like bang it out.
Right.
But I really wanted
Not
to,
that much room for experimentation out there. I guess
Yeah.
it's just like it's such high demand. It's such, you just got to crank out the.
And I mean, we've got guys who are way smarter than me up there who are like figuring out like the beers to make, you know, and
Right.
like what's, you know, so but yeah, I just got to come down here and kind of like put my own little personal touch on everything, and I
Fantastic.
still get to keep up in touch with up north, and yeah, I'm like super stoked to be down here.
That's sick, man.
So yeah,
Really cool.
Yeah,
Very,
thanks.
very dope.
yeah, appreciate it.
Love it. Blanca, how did you become? I mean, marketing is gangster and all, but the certified Cicerone is super, super cool.
Right. So I went to college in Portland. So when I was drinking
Oregon or Maine?
Oregon. So I was spoiled all throughout college with microbrews, what they called it at the time. And I thought it was a normal thing to be able to go to a pub and get the locally made brown or amber ale. Came home to LA after college and I was like, what?
What's going on here?
The best craft beer available was like Stone and Firestone, you know, Anchor and Sierra Nevada.
Right.
So I kind of started seeking out like the best beers, and slowly over time the LA beer scene started to develop. And I was stuck in an office job that I wasn't happy with, and around the corner Stone Brewing opened up a tasting room, Pasadena, and I just kind of applied for it. Didn't think I would hear back. Ran into Greg Cook at Beer Fest. We were drunk, and I was like, hey, I just applied to work for you. He's like, yeah, email me. And he was able to help me get an interview because, you know, you have hundreds of people applying.
Imagine, yeah.
You know, so I was able to land a job with them. But it was some of the best learning experience. Everybody that worked there, super beer geeks. We would learn from each other. And then over time, I kind of noticed that there was like no growth for me there specifically, unless I went into sales, which didn't seem to be the thing I wanted to do.
Yeah.
And I just basically ran into David Walker one day, and he's like, yeah, we're opening up in Venice. And I was like, can I get a job? He trusted in me enough that he brought me on right when we were opening this location.
Right.
So I helped open up the store across the way, and then I've been here the whole time since the brewery started brewing last October. Right when we started brewing, they gave me the reins to be like social media coordinator for the location. And then I started doing more events.
Amazing.
And now I'm trying to develop like a beer education program to kind of go back to being, using my certified cicerone status for good,
Right.
and trying to educate the staff and stuff. So it's really been kind of a passionate journey for me, just kind of following what I loved. And I kind of just started as a whim, like, I don't know where this will take me, and eventually it brought me here, and I think it's been pretty rad so far.
That's super cool.
Yeah.